First thing you need to do is to create an account in Tinkercad. I've got a strong feeling that you can just use your sign up with Google and use your school account, something like that anyway, and then create a new design, which it seems to be called Shiny Hango. I'm going to call it International Demo. Good plan to begin with is to edit the grid, because at the moment it's 200 millimeters by 200, well, that's centimeters even, I think it's centimeters, which is massive, far too big, and it would need to be scaled. So we're going to say 20 by 20, and that makes it a lot more manageable. This is going to be our workplace where we put things, and you can use this at the top, hold down the Alt key and wiggle your mouse, something like that. Now we're ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do is import Pakuranga College logo. So import, choose a file, and the best thing to do, go to this PC, then go to Student Shared Drive, Technology, and there's a folder for International which contains one file, Pakuranga College logo. Now it's way too big. Scale it down, make it 1% of its original size. Seems to be about right. You can make it, if you import and you think it's too small or too big, you can resize it. There's other things as well. Here we are. We have a Pakuranga College logo right in the middle of our thing. If we click on that, it's kind of tall at the moment. It says it's 10 centimeters tall. Millimeters? Centimeters. So I'm going to make it, it's millimeters. I'm going to make it 4 millimeters tall. That's sweet. I now want to get rid of the Pakuranga College at the bottom. Do I? Yeah, I think I do. Just to show you how it's done. You may not want to do this, but I just want to demonstrate. So I'm going to take this box here and I'm going to put it over here. Now this box is currently a whole box. You can, I guess, see by the stripes it's a hole. I'll just zoom out a little bit. What I'm going to do is just resize it so that it is over the Pakuranga College thing. Then we're going to use the group. Oh, no, that was wrong. Didn't resize it. I moved it. There we go. There we go. So you can see it's now kind of over the top of the Pakuranga College thing. In fact, it is moving this way a little bit, doesn't it? There you go. I'm happy with that. Don't forget to zoom in and out and move around just to make sure it's doing what you think. It looks about right to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Control A to select everything. So that's selected the Pakuranga College logo and the box, and then group up here. And because one of them is a hole, when it does the group, it kind of cuts away, and we're left with just the Pakuranga College logo. So that's pretty good. Now, when we print this out, if we printed it out as it is, it would just collapse because there's no base to it. When it prints out, it only prints what we see here. So the bottom would fall off, the top would fall off, everything would fall off. So the right thing to do is to give everything a base as well. So I'm just going to zoom out. I'm going to make this, oops, wrong again. You have to find your right handle and that. So that's now made a 2 millimeter thick base, which we can work with. Now the horse's head is looking a little bit small relative to the base at this point, so I can also scale that out. So it's important to keep the right aspect ratio. So if you go like that, it's going to look terrible. So it will actually behave reasonably nicely. So at the moment we see it is 6.7 by 6.24, and you can type numbers in to change it. But as long as you like do it one click each way at a time, and then make sure it looks vaguely okay, then you won't be too bad. Move that around, and then you can add in whatever else you want. So there's basic shapes, but also there's text and numbers. So you can add in letters. Probably need a rescale as well. Don't want that one. And there's a few other, probably the text and numbers is most useful. And if you see Mr. Dunleavy, you might show you how to import from other things which you can find online as well. And then finally, in terms of exporting, when you've finished, this is not finished, but if I considered it to be finished, if I did an export as for 3D printing, I'm pretty sure it's an OBJ. Yeah, OBJ. And that will save a file. So internationaldemo.zip, interestingly. And if I just save that somewhere sensible, and I can upload that to the Google Classroom place where it has been set to upload it to. Done.